Welcome. Welcome back to TF with Kynic. That's what I'm calling. Why is that like that? That is very bizarre. No, I will change. Wait, give me a sec. That's what I want. There we go. Welcome. My name's Kynic. I I have someone in my chat. I have someone watching me named Zuas 71460 get no scoped. That's the best name I've ever seen. Thank you for watching. Why have I got a little notification bubble? View recent raids. What is this? Yeah, that's fine. Zimian raided me yesterday. That's a great name. Thanks for watching. Today I'm drawing Ridley some more. I'm just gonna continue working on this commission, honestly. This is one I started yesterday. I actually need to make sure my little reference here, I have a little reference on the left, is still there. Now I need to find a second reference for Ridley because I need to see how to draw his tail, which has a little spike on it. That's cute. And I'll just keep going, honestly. Just keep it up. Keep doing my thing. Yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's go for that eraser. Let's go for that brush. Perfect. Perfect. God, I feel like yesterday lasted forever for some reason. I like this. I mean, the stream was good. I think because it was such a long stream. Hey, Bucky, how's it going? I think because it was such a long stream, my day in general ended up feeling like twice as long as a normal day. But I guess that's also because I had to go back to work yesterday. And that just was a whole thing. I enjoyed it. Like, going back to work was nice, but at the same time, it's work, I need to find a way to renew my interest in it. Because my autism has become disinterested in work, and that's not good. I also accidentally fed Mishka again this morning. So Mishka managed to con me into giving her second breakfast, which has only ever happened one other time. Because I did not check my phone when I woke up. Usually Grub will leave for work at about 5 a.m. and then I will feed Mishka at 7. Just after I wake up. But Mishka, the little demon baby, managed to convince me that she hadn't been fed yet. And I did not check my phone, which I should have done, because Grub had texted me saying she'd already fed Mishka. You got gamed. I did. I got gamed. And you know what? Good on her for learning how to manipulate her dad. But I'm not going to let it happen again. I always enjoy drawing a transforming limb. There's just something very satisfying about it. Here's an interesting question, actually. This is something I was thinking about just this morning. Oh, hey, bruh. What's up? How's it going? How's your day been? Here's something I've been thinking about just this morning because it happened last night. I'm in a couple of chats in Telegram, and most of the time I just kind of vibe in the chat and don't really talk much because I'm not very good at making conversation. On break, thank God. Dude, you're lucky. Oh man, I want to be on break again. And in one of the Telegram chats I'm in, someone just kind of left for seemingly no reason. And it's like a large Telegram chat. There's like 40 people in there. So I don't know everyone personally. So this was someone I didn't really know. But I was confused as to why this person just randomly left. And it was brought up that they had previously said, which I didn't catch because I just kind of lurk, I don't really read everything. They had previously said that they were not a fan of the species dysphoria talk that was happening in the chat. Now, I don't know this person personally. And I also didn't notice much of that going on in the chat. I did notice that there were people who wanted to be animals, you know, talking about it, which is kind of the usual for a TF chat, in my opinion. And then also talking about how, yeah, in real life, they feel quite dysphoric with their own human body, which I also do. I feel that way too. Although I don't really express it very much, at least not in public places. Yeah, and they just randomly left. But the way that they worded it was like, they thought that people talking about, like, people having species dysphoria was a juvenile thought. I need to check again. It was a juvenile thought because it's offensive and upsetting due to their own mental illness difficulties, to the point where they feel like they want to shout at someone. Which, I don't really know how to feel about that, because I feel like species dysphoria is a genuine mental illness as well. And the way that comes off to me is, like, how can another mental illness be offensive to you? But do you, I mean, that's the question I have. Do you think species dysphoria counts as a mental illness? Because it's something I haven't really thought about before. And, you know, I don't have any opinion on this guy, other than I guess I disagree. But it's just, it got me thinking about it, that's all. And like, yeah. I guess my answer is, yeah, I think species dysphoria is a genuine mental illness, but it's not something I've ever seen officially documented anywhere. That's what makes me curious about it. I just wanted to get everyone's opinion on it, honestly. Just kind of curious. Just don't interact with the chat when it's brung up. No reason to get upset. Yeah, I don't know. That, I mean, Yeah, I mean, that's what I... If it messes with your day-to-day, then probably yes. If it causes you distress that impedes your daily life, then it's a disorder by definition. Interesting. I never really heard that definition before. Although I guess I haven't really looked at the definition of disorder before. It's probably something I should do. Yeah, interesting. If it gets bad enough, then it would be. Yeah. Fair enough. It's something I've wanted to bring up with my psychiatrist before, but I don't really know how to do it. I feel like it's kind of... It kind of makes me feel a little bit hopeless, honestly, when I think about it. Like, trying to bring it up with my psychiatrist. Because, like, how could we possibly go about fixing something like that? It feels quite impossible, you know? But yeah, I guess I would tend to agree with all of that. Like, it feels to me like something that affects my day-to-day life. It's not like... The thing about me, though, is that it doesn't, like... I guess it doesn't cripple me to not... to not be the species I want to be. I don't know... I don't have experience with gender dysphoria. And so I don't know how different that may feel to what I feel with species dysphoria. I think my psych professor told me that years ago. It's just a part of the etymology of the disorder. It makes you less easily able to integrate with the world. Interesting. Of course, it's a bit problematic to model mental health around the ability to integrate with common society. Exactly, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking when you said that. I feel like society, like the arbitrary rules that people invented to get along with each other aren't necessarily an indicator, aren't necessarily a great thing to base mental health on. But at the same time, unfortunately, it can be pretty helpful to do it, to model it like that. Which is kind of sad, honestly. Who just followed me? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mr. Snake 3617. And also, Fruitiest? First time chat, welcome. I really appreciate the follow. I'm also just kind of rambling, like I am not at all an expert on any of this stuff. It's just stuff that kind of interests me, and I hope it's not, I hope it's just kind of something that can be talked about. Not necessarily any conclusions to be made on it. It just interests me. I find it fascinating. I did consider being a psychology major at one point, and I feel like maybe one day I might try and do that again. I feel like being a psychologist would be such an interesting job, but at the same time I have so many issues of my own that I don't know if I should try and better other people with their issues. Psychiatry seems too stressful. To an extent, I agree with that, but at the same time, I feel like it would be something that I'd be willing to like take on if I ever got into the field. It's just it's always been fascinating to me. That is not good. I don't like that. You could not pay me to go back to school once I'm out. That's real, honestly. I like learning. I think it's interesting. I'm currently because one of my I'm currently getting one of my co-workers to teach me the Rust backend of our program that we're making for work, and it's been really fascinating. I've been really enjoying it. We've only been doing it for a day so far, but I've had quite a good time learning it. And I haven't really... Rust is a programming language that I haven't really touched very much, and I'm glad that he's showing it to me, because I'm having... it's always interesting finding out how a new language treats just everything, every little thing that comes with the new language. Rust is immutable by default, which means that none of the variables are actually allowed to be overwritten once you create them, but you can create a mutable variable that can be overwritten. And I feel like that's really interesting. And that's just one of many things. You can create little macros in Rust where you can basically just have an inline macro that will turn variables. It will activate functions on variables from inline, which I think is really cool. And Rust is also extremely fast as well. I found some measure of species euphoria by engaging with roleplay, art, commissions, VR, and combining any of those with legal mind-altering substances. But dysphoria isn't something major in my day-to-day. I've always wondered about that. I know in America, weed is legal. And I've always thought if it ever becomes legal here, I would try and integrate it with transformation stuff somehow. I feel like that would be really interesting. I would love to do that someday, but it ain't legal here yet. Not that I think, like, if you got like if you got told on by someone, I don't really think the police would care very much, because weed is like so fucking common anyway. Like, people, I know, I've been around and know people who partake in weed quite often. Even though it's illegal, people fucking use it all the time here. So I'm kind of hoping it becomes legal so that everyone can just fucking finally give up on that bullshit and just like everyone can just use weed. Because it's kind of silly it not being legal, but so many people are using it. Also, it's like literally safer than drinking. Like, I don't know what the issue is. Interesting. Weed is a really complicated thing and demands a lot of individual research beforehand. It can mess a person up pretty bad if it interacts badly with their brain chemistry and personality. I do know that, yes. And I'm all for having a mandatory checkup or something before you are allowed to partake in weed. But I don't think it should be illegal. That's stupid. Like, why? It's fine for the majority of people. But I will say that's been a big reason why I've never had weed, even though I've been in situations where I could have. Mostly because I worry about how it would interact with my brain, anxiety-wise. So I have some pretty... Well, in the past I have had some pretty bad anxiety. These days, I'm on some pretty good meds that stop me from having much of it. But I do worry sometimes that if I take any mind-altering substances, it will like bring it all back or make it worse, and I really don't want that. Which is a shame. I think I would be really interested in trying DMT someday. Which is that one that's like the chemicals that are released when you dream, sort of thing. Because I've woken up in the middle of like a DMT spike, and your brain can make up some crazy weird hallucinations. I don't know if it's just a thing that happens to me, or if that's normal. But like, now let me just make sure my research is correct on this. DMT sleep. Okay. So allegedly, yeah, as far as I can learn here, DMT is allegedly a chemical that is produced in the human brain, or in the pineal gland, when you sleep, and it's the possibly one of the reasons why dreams can be so weird. Now this is from 1 second of Googling, but that was something that I'd always thought about in my brain. Why did I say it like that? Something that I'd picked up somewhere along in life, and then it has just hung around, that information, that like DMT is produced during sleep. I'm not an expert, I could be wrong. But I have sometimes woken up in what I believe to be a DMT spike, which is like when my brain is full of the dream chemical, but I end up waking up, and then it can cause the entire world to look like it's moving around. Like, it's kind of hard to describe. Like, I've woken up sometimes and I need to wait like 5 minutes for it to stop happening. It's only happened 3 times in my entire life, because I remembered that each time very vividly. And what happens is when I wake up, the entire world, like every pattern that's in the entirety of my vision, starts moving and swimming around. Like the walls are moving, my bed sheets are moving, like everything on my shelves are moving. And it really freaked me out the first time that it happened, but then the subsequent 2 times I was like, well, this is fucking weird. But I was used to it by that point. The third time only happened recently. It happened a couple of weeks ago, and it hadn't happened in years, and I was like, oh shit. But I ended up not even waiting for it to finish. I just went back to sleep. Now, if that is something else, if that's not DMT, then I apologize. Again, I'm not an expert, but I would really be interested in trying DMT as a drug, because I feel like I want to experience a more potent version of that, and I feel like it would be an interesting experience. Oh yeah, the other thing that I felt, which is the reason why I do think it's DMT, is I felt like I was a part of the world, as in like I was not a separate being. Like I was literally just a point. I was the universe experiencing itself from a point in space. I was not a person experiencing the universe. It was very bizarre. Which is apparently something that can happen when you're on DMT. I think that the best... Oh wow, Little Fiend going popping off with this chat. The active ingredients in cannabis can be a strong amplifier for whatever mood you happen to be in. Bring into it, including anxiety. There's a whole little culture around building resistance to those negative feelings and crafting a good physical space for it. But I think in the best case scenario, cannabis should give you the sort of joy you've described from having less higher order thinking. Yeah, that's cool. I would love that. I had someone talk to me a long time ago about how they felt like having cannabis made them feel more like an animal, which I thought was really cool. And I'd love to experience that someday. Wah, howdy do. Hey, Jamie. Talking about drugs. Not bad. Drawing Ridley, talking about drugs. I feel like Ridley would have weed. Ridley would definitely be on fucking drugs all the time. I don't like this. Now I've got to draw his freaking clothes. Now I gotta, let me just check the commission real quick, just to make sure that I am drawing the correct thing. Because they might have told me what clothes to draw and I may not have seen it. Where is it? Where is it? Well, they said do it in a lab, so I'm just going to give him fucking lab clothes. Also, he wants it to be more strained, which is fair, so I'm going to change the expression here a little bit. What is this song? Crazy. Gotta concentrate for the pants. Oh, hey, Elk. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. My name's Kynic. If you've never heard of me, before, welcome, everybody. Oh my goodness. I draw transformation art. Currently, I'm doing a Ridley transformation. Somebody turning into Ridley. I know, crazy concept. I'm Kynic. I'm a kobold. Yeah, no, that's me, honestly. I'm doing a Ridley. Failed to draw an emote for 2.5 hours, sorry. Today, Mr. Bulb. Fantastic. What else did you do? Loving this little raid emote. It's very cute. Welcome everybody. Here, I'll show you another TF that I did recently. If you like what I do, consider following. That would be cool. But let's have a look here. What's a fun one I did last year? I did this reindeer TF last year. That one popped off quite a lot. I also did this EVTF. I did a Gecko TF. That was fun. I really enjoyed making this one. Raid emote was Fenton. It's very cool. So that's what you'll get out of me. I usually draw these on stream. Here's a Fox TF. Very nice. Today, we're doing Ridley. Let me just close these. Pause for pause, can do. Can do. I was currently drawing the clothes on this Ridley. So pause for pause will allow you to redeem a couple of points. 1,234, and then I have to draw a paw. I just have to. It's imperative that I draw one. Welcome everyone. I hope you stay. I hope you have an awesome time, Elk. Make sure to take a little break after your stream. Have a good time. Thanks for rating. I really appreciate it. We'll make sure everyone here is well fed. With TF art, let's go! Yum, 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 yum. Yep. You know how much money someone could make if they made, like, just like wearable paws that were like skin tight? Why is no one doing that? And if they are, why don't I know about it? There are rubber ones? That's true, but are they blue? That is the question. They can be? Interesting. There we go. I'll have to look into this. Thank you for the information. It's another in the Pause for Pause bank. 2025. How many have we done this year so far? We've done... This will be pour number 9 of 2025. We got up to like 63 or something last year. It was crazy. It was a good time though. I love drawing clothes hanging off of transforming creatures. It's one of my favorite things to do. Ugh. I should probably get better at not drawing all of the anatomy before I draw the clothes. I feel like that would speed up my process slightly. DM'd you? Oh, thank you. Almost sold me. You're unable to view this post because the account owner limits who can view their posts. Well, I guess I'll never see it. I guess they blocked me or something, whoever they are. Forgot a bunch of people privated their accounts. Oh, yeah, actually that's probably more likely. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that on Twitter. Shakes fist at the bird. Dude, the bird's been dead for years now. Hey, Tim Tim. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Currently continuing to work on Ridley. Being transformed by an ex-parasite, apparently, according to the commissioner. Come on call with me. Come and talk to me, Tim Tim. I hate when that happens. Yeah. Talk to someone. Oh, the Furjoy ones. I don't like these. Why can't you get them in kobold flavor? How to cast your own. Yeah. I forgot he had wings, dude. Oh man. I fucking hate that. Tablet been working okay today? Yeah, there have been one or two hiccups, but it seems to be back to where it was yesterday morning. So, I don't know, maybe if I use it for too long it doesn't like it. Just stupid. I don't know what the issue is there. Maybe my computer needed a restart, but then the stream would have been stopped, so I couldn't really do that. I always thought it would be interesting to have like the main PC and then the streaming PC, so that if I did need to restart my PC, it wouldn't stop the stream. To have a setup like that, I think I would be streaming full time, because it would just be annoying if I had to do, switch between PCs for work and stuff. 20-30 goals. I would love to stream full time, like I said yesterday, but it just doesn't seem like a feasible goal. That's better. It was facing the wrong way before. I would love to be able to stream all the time. Like, daily. I definitely would, if I could. And I mean like streaming for like 5-6 hours a day, every day. Except for maybe the weekend. Being able to make that into a job that paid me enough to live on, you know, have money and have rent and all that would be amazing. Although at the same time it would, I guess, be a little bit scary. Because, you know, what if I get sick? Then I don't get paid. I guess that's why Patreon is a good thing, right? But I don't think my content is good enough to have a Patreon. I don't think that I do enough to deserve one, I guess. Like, what would I even put on there? Your poor wrist? Oh, I'm fine. I do stretches. My wrist has actually been fine for like the last year. I haven't really had any issues with it. Oh yeah, except for that one time when Grub had to draw for me. I think that was because I was pushing myself too hard. No, my body lets me know. Also, you know, if I got to stream every day of the week, I would have more than one game day. I'd probably have two. So I wouldn't be always drawing. Checking something. That's still using your hands? I guess so. But I use my hands for work all day anyway. I feel like this is good. I don't really know what else to add here. This, I feel like this is pretty good. Maybe I'll put a little bit more detail on the end of the tail here. A little on the wings. I will draw a couple of X parasites because I think they're cute little jelly guys. Okay, this one looks like the Among Us that's twerking. That's okay. We are not going to think about that. Okay, nobody's going to think about that. Fuck it, I'll just make that with the colors. Hello, Kynick and Ridley. Hey, Quentin. You're totally going to be all Kraid when that time comes? Wait, I don't know what Kraid is. What is Kraid? Oh, it's that thing. Oh, I hate that thing. It's so gross looking. Blah. Okay. Let me just check something. Okay. It's texting me. Okay. So I need to do a background for this one as well. Hopefully I'll get most of that done today. So let's just go for it, I guess. And that roller gone. There it is. I'm looking at a reference for a lab desk. I don't like that. I'll just draw that myself. Okay, I think that should be good. I want to listen to more Neil Cicerigo. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you very much. kind of art goes on here? Well, usually transformation art. At the moment, I'm drawing a background for a tier. It's a guy turning into Ridley. Oh, that's happening in the lab. And Commissioner wants there to be a scientific-y, science lab background sort of thing. So I'm just drawing a laboratory desk at the moment. I guess I'll put some stuff on it. That's about the best I got right now. You remember? Yeah. No, this is a TikTok compilation reaction stream. Ooh. Honestly, that'd probably have more views. Kinda thinks he's Schlatt? What is that? Someone explain to me what Schlatt is? Because I'm stupid. Influencer? Oh, okay. He's the only TikTok reaction streamer you could think of? Oh, fair enough. I do not watch... I don't have TikTok. Well, I mean, Tim Tam manages a TikTok account for me, but I've never touched it myself. So Kynic has TikTok. But not me. Kynic. There is a Kynic TikTok though. Usually just posts fucking speed draws. Connected. That's better. I don't think I've had enough for today. I want to have a little break before work. Let me just... select all of this. Okay. Thank you. I know I'm stopping like half an hour early today. I'm just I would like to have a little bit of a break before work. So I'm gonna do that. I hope you all have a lovely day though. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, will I? I may see you the day after tomorrow. I've got something to do tomorrow morning, so thank you for the stream. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. I'll pawn you off to on Pico, I guess. Yes, I've saved. I've saved. Thank you, Elk. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Either tomorrow or the day after. I don't know yet. We'll see. Bye.